Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a bonus reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Virgo, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Virgo, I don't know what it is, but I just kind of jumped into your reading, like without kind of preparing my space. I realized I didn't light my candles. I didn't burn Palo Santo like I normally do. I didn't pre-shuffle the cards. I didn't do anything. And that's rather strange. And I would imagine rather unlike a Virgo to be so, even my camera feels a little off kilter, just to be so, let's fly by the seat of our pants and throw caution to the wind. Not that this is really throwing caution to the wind, but I feel very, energized, and I was doing other things before this, so this is a feeling that came when I was thinking about all of you and doing this reading for Virgo. So I hope that you all are doing well. This reading is all about your quantum jump, and I guess now I'm feeling the excitement that you're feeling about stepping into this new realm of reality for yourself and taking charge and taking a leap of faith and believing also in yourself wholeheartedly. So I don't know who I'm reading for, but can I meet you? Let me show you the crystal that I chose for this series of readings. This is called a Super 7 crystal. It's probably one of the first few crystals that I ever bought, so it's quite special to me. And it has this beautiful druzy pocket here, but it's smooth on the top. It's absolutely magical, and it accesses the violet flame, the quantum realms, psychic harnessing, and I just wanted to have it on my desk for these readings. For your oracle and overall energy, I'm going to use the Time Traveler's Oracle, new deck by Denise Lynn, and the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. So now cards have been pre-shuffled. Going to get, oh, thank you. Look at the, look. Number 31, which reduces to 4, which is the Emperor card in the major arcana of the tarot. Take charge energy. But the word is playfulness, and it references Woodstock, New York. See, I wasn't wrong. The playfulness, the fun, the joy, the excitement, the carefree, just the fact that I didn't do anything that I normally would have done. I still did all the things, but just this kind of, and I don't want to use the word haphazard or chaotic, or it doesn't feel like things are out of control, especially when we have 31, number 4 referenced with the Emperor card. Emperor is all about control. You're still in control, but you're just kind of letting loose a little bit, letting your hair down, so to speak. Just could be dancing, listening to music, going on a road trip, being spontaneous, playfulness. Woodstock was all about kind of a love revolution, and Spirit wanted me to say that, love revolution. Maybe it's love for self, just a new, revitalized outlook on who you are, or perspective on who you are. So we're gonna pull 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, past, present, future, and advice from Spirit. For Virgo, please, Spirit for Virgo. Yeah, before we even get started on anything else, Ace of Inspiration. This card hasn't come out for anybody else so far. Ace of Wands. Brand new. Oh, got another ace. Let me just pull all the cards. I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's kind of, it's exciting. It's exciting. Okay. Two more. One more. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wish you were here. In the past energy, you did feel that inspiration. You did feel that excitement. And now Spirit is actually tunneling this year, which is also unconventional for me because they usually tunnel this one and they ring this one. So that felt kind of weird. But things in your reading today feel unconventional. So we're just going to go with it. Ace of Inspiration, absolutely feeling inspired, feeling motivated. There's so much warmth and beautiful earth energy in this fire sign card. But I said that because of this earth energy here, the cactus, the succulents that are so gorgeous, growing in warm climates. Here we have right from like the crown chakra and the third eye, all of these really bright and boastful ideas, and Spirit specifically wanted me to use the word boastful, which can be seen in a negative light, but that's not how I'm seeing it. It's just like celebration of your ideas, celebration of who you are, and there's complexity to it, right? You see kind of a prism or a myriad of colors here. There's a lot of Spirit uses the word germination, so things starting from a single seed, and then much like succulents, I have a lot of succulents in my bedroom, and some of them came from a single plant that then either they lost their leaves or I cut them and created new plants, right? You start with one and then you can kind of multiply them. There's something to that, that germination, that almost like these are the seeds here, that you're planting different seeds in different places and kind of allowing it to envelop you. See how the color turns into her skin tone? It's like more, maybe it's like an extension of who you are naturally. Ace of Inspiration. Aces always bring new from Spirit. It's this, think of it as this like gift of potential that Spirit brought in. And this is the past energy, so it kind of shows me that you were already well on your way to germinating these ideas, planting these seeds with other people or other situations, making things happen, like kind of seizing the day. You see the opportunity, you took the opportunity. You got the great idea, you wrote the great idea down, and you said, I'm going to follow through on this idea. Five of Voices in reverse to clarify that. Five of Voices, Five of Swords. Five of Swords can be winning at all costs, competition. It's kind of a shady energy. I'm not a fan of it. See how all of these characters have their backs turned? There's this kind of, but they're looking towards shadow and darkness. But you got this card in the reverse, which kind of shows me that you are no longer interested in either competition or comparing yourself to anyone else. You don't, if we live in a world of infinite abundance, we don't need to compare ourselves. It's really hard. It's really hard not to compare yourself, not to have expectation or desire for a particular outcome. But I feel as though you are becoming aware of it, or you already have been aware of it, becoming masterful of this idea, and releasing the need to compare yourself, releasing the need to compete, and therefore you can fly, right? There again, it's just like, I'm going to have the time of my life, which is kind of reminding me of that song from Dirty Dancing, The Time of My Life. No, I've never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. So there could be somebody in your life that you are attributing this beautiful sense of purpose, sense of confidence to. Could be a spirit guide, could be a passed away ancestor as well, maybe the one that came in. Can I get a clarifier on the Ace of Inspiration? Oh, they just showed up again. They're still here, I guess, but they just muted my ear again. Spirit, can I have a clarifier for the Ace of Inspiration? What were these new ideas? What were these possibilities that Virgo wanted to take advantage of? Okay, I have the Star in reverse and the Seven of Voices. Seven of Swords. So it's interesting. Still turned out in the reverse. Sometimes when the cards fall out of my hand and they fall in the opposite direction, I take it in whatever way it falls, but it fell again in the reverse. It's interesting because Five of Voices, Seven of Voices, those two cards in that suit in particular can be sometimes problematic, because the Seven of Voices talks about kind of gaining the upper hand. So while the 5 would say winning at all costs, the 7, which as a higher number comes with a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more experience. The 7 realizes, you know, yes, we can gain the upper hand, but we don't necessarily need to show all of our cards. We don't need to make it overt. We can be a little bit more covert about it, because it talks about understanding how to seek the advantage, but in a calm, measured, and methodical way, which sounds like some Virgos that I know. It's a positive card overall. It's a card that opens up opportunity, but it didn't come without a little bit of, I want to say manipulative energy, but I want to say it in the best sense. That you had to strike a balance in playing a game. And it could have just been like, you know, a game with yourself, setting goalposts and then achieving them, right? Setting a game with yourself. Star card in reverse, though. Star card is Aquarius energy, the major arcana, number 17, and it talks about wish fulfillment and healing. So in the past energy, you still haven't quite reached the level of fulfillment that you were looking for. It's weird, all of a sudden I started to feel a sore throat, which I didn't have a sore throat before, so I don't really know what that's about. So it could be something in your throat chakra that you are wanting to express to somebody. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. I hear birds outside squawking. Very loudly. Your spirit guides are really kind of encouraging you to express yourself. It's still going. They really want you to whatever, and it's the first thing that came to your mind when I said it, right? Don't overthink it. There's something that you need to say to somebody. It doesn't have to be a bad thing either. It doesn't have to be negative, but they really want you to express it. Okay, so take that as it resonates. In the current in the current energy, Ace of Emotions. That's 2 aces now in your reading. Ace of Emotions, Ace of Cups. Could this be related to relationship, love, or friendship? Emotions, Cups, all about the love energies, compassion, empathy, love and fulfillment, the heart space, the heart chakra, sense of fulfillment. Spirit is just giving you this opportunity to explore that, to explore it within yourself, right? But it's clarified by the 7 of Inspiration, 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands talks about having to hold or defend a position. Like, it talks about achievement and great achievement. You can see here this character is kind of bursting the doors of shadow open to let the light in, which is not an easy feat. However, if we're not careful or we can't see a way to surrender or release that control, the fear is that it'll close back in on us. Our shadow side, our fear, our sadness. We've worked so hard to let the light in, but what if I finally got back to letting the light in after some period of hardship, and I expressed my love and expressed myself? What if and I let go to receive, right? All the aces from Spirit are all about hands open, arms open to receive. If I release my arms to receive this love, then I risk the shadow coming back in. I risk my heart. I risk my stability, my emotional stability. Yes, this is true. This is true. But the overall energy, playfulness, arms open, dancing, literal peace sign here, peace. Can we be playful enough to take a chance? It's up to you, of course. Right? But it's almost as if you've been in these watery depths for too long. It's finally time to come up for air, to come up for sunlight. Can I have a clarifier on the Ace of Emotions? Five of Emotions. Yeah, Spirit says it's time to have a change of perspective. See how icy the water is here, cold. 5 of Cups, 5 of Emotions talks about talks about a little bit of Spirit just gave me the word depression, but to what degree, I don't know. Sadness, melancholy, not knowing which way is up, Spirit just said. I think because I'm seeing I don't remember which one, stalactites and stalagmites, like I don't remember which one is which. But, these protrusions here look the same upside down, right side up. So it's kind of like, which energy are you in right now? Or which, you don't have a sense of directionality. Everything feels a little bit tumbled. You're trying, I feel like this is in the depths. Right? Remember when I said you've been down here too long? It's almost as if this card is underneath this card. So in the cold, dark depths, we're trying to kind of allow some light to protrude and come through. But it's difficult for you, I can see. I don't like 5s. We're about to come up on another 5. 5s are all about limbo, in between. We have to move past it in order to receive our abundance and our victory, because 6s are all about that. about victory, about moving forward. So, and also an assessment. The sixes are also an assessment of where we are now, right? But to get to all of that yumminess, you have to move out of the fives. So there could be something that's you're still hung up on, which, you know, you're allowed to be hung up on it, but it's worth, it could be with what's caught in your throat, that thing you have to say. Spirit also just said, maybe when you actually, maybe it's like bigger in your mind than when you actually say it out loud, it's not so bad, or it's not even as bad as you thought it was. In the future potential, 5 of materials in reverse. This is the 5 of materials in the upright, 5 of pentacles. Finally, we're getting into some earth energy. We haven't seen any of that so far. Lots of swords and cups and wands. This is materials, is pentacles, it's earth energy. And it talks about a sense of isolation, being left out of a scenario, left out in the cold, forgotten, or this perception of being forgotten. And in the future potential, you're releasing that, which is fantastic. Because if somebody doesn't want us in their orbit, then why do we want to be in their orbit, you know? Easier said than done. In terms of, you know, sometimes we just really want somebody to love us, somebody to accept us. And when they don't, it feels, it just feels hurtful, heartbreaking, confusing. Especially if we've established a connection with somebody and then they like reject us and we don't know why. It's tough, but I feel it's almost as if these cords here, see all these like kind of ropes and cords, and you're just cutting them, you're just snipping them away. Right? 2 of materials, 2 of pentacles, which leaves you now kind of, what should I do now? I've freed myself of a little bit of burden. So now I'm just juggling these 2 things. But ultimately I have to prioritize one of them. Right? So you could be teetering back and forth between decisions, between actions, possibilities, earthly possibilities, like actual real-time earthly material world possibilities. What does that look like? 2 people, 2 jobs, 2 situations, and you're making everything work, but you know eventually you have to focus. It's important to focus. Can I have a clarifier on the 2 of materials? What are we looking at here? King of materials, Muse of materials, King of materials, King of pentacles. This is the height of the earth energy, the kings. It's almost as if when you figure out and focus on what you want, then Spirit allows this great opening and very clear direction of where you're headed towards. You know, almost this area here kind of looks like what's back here, right? Or rather, maybe it was like this. No, I think it's more like this. Walking towards possibility. And being, oh, it's interesting here. So, I actually see you transmuting something here. So you're taking your 2 pentacles and you're turning it into this great opportunity. Because here they are again. My cat Lucky is meowing at the door. He cannot come in because he always bites at my plants. But I can always tell which cat is meowing, and it's Lucky. Right? So there could be some good fortune coming here for you, and truly in the future potential, being able to step into your power. Kings are experienced, in control, knowing who they are, knowing what they want, and going after it, walking directly towards it. It's really beautiful. What is the advice from Spirit? Major Arcana number 8, the Strength card. In reverse, Leo energy. Talks about, so this is advice from Spirit. It's the Strength card in reverse, and it's the Queen of Emotions, or the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. To me, it's almost like in order to really step into your power, a couple things have to happen. This Five of Emotions is problematic because it tells me that there's a part of you that when presented with this beautiful opportunity of love or friendship or a passion that speaks to your heart space, you almost are going to find either something wrong with it, or you're going to dredge up something from the past that's going to stop progress, your fear. What the heck was that sound? That was like a motorcycle alarm or something. That's so strange. So like Spirit almost like distracted me for a second. Why the distraction, Spirit? Maybe it's simply the act of distraction. Maybe there are things that are distracting you or keeping you from looking at the challenge directly, right? So when this Strength card is in reverse, it talks about the ego that exists within our psyche to protect us, but it also is the very thing that keeps us in stagnation. And Spirit is showing me here with the Queen of Emotions that ultimately right now for you, it's all about love and self-love, kindness and compassion for others, expressing that, sharing that. It's almost like the more you express love, even if it scares you to receive love, because it's all about receiving. This is Queen of Emotions, all about giving. After a while, you will understand when you realize how beautiful your love is, and when you give it to those who deserve it, that they're going to want to give back. And if they don't do it directly, the universe will send somebody to give it to you. Does that make sense? And the key with all of it is a high vibrational playfulness. Just have fun. When you find yourself caught in something like this, remember your great ideas. Remember all of these plans you have, all the seeds that you've planted. Remember what you're capable of and the power you can step into. This is all within you, this King of Materials, King of Pentacles, Muse of Materials. So that's your reading, Virgo. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Virgo.